Good morning, Franz. How you doing today? Fennis is first, Neff is second, but Neff redeemed first. So Neff is first. Woo! Psych. How you guys doing? Oh. My phone, my tracking phone is apparently not charging. Puma with the dancing GIF. How do you do that? I get this like white border around my GIF. It sucks. And my brother sent me a video on prehistoric elves and dwarves at 4 o'clock in the morning. But hi, yes. That crab drawing there. The crab walk. I was already up and so I decided to start early. Although I think I need to put more cream in my coffee because it's kind of strong. So I'll be right back while I go do that because it was just a tad too strong. It's made me kind of sicky. So I'll be back in a sec. Alright, I'm back. My coffee's a little bit cold now, but that's alright. Oh yeah, it's Turkey Day, isn't it? Yep, it's Turkey Day. Happy Turkey Day for you, Puma. I know Necromancer's not going to be back till Monday. I hope you have delicious turkey. I woke up at like 11 p.m. because I fell asleep at like 5:30. I was really tired in the evening yesterday. So I was awake till 4 in the morning. And I started working on a logo because I don't have one. And I noticed a lot of the more successful VTubers do have one. But I'm always not certain about this. I'm just playing around with things. I feel like this needs to be dark blue instead of the like gray black. But yeah, I'm playing with logo design. This isn't a font, by the way. This is thanks for the Hydrate Fantasy. This is my own handwriting. I thought I'd involve you guys in the process. feel like I've resized my window a little bit here. Yeah, that's what's wrong. There we go. What about this? Is this good? Yeah, this is good. And that's good now. I resized my window by accident at some point. Oh, there's a little bit off. Is the music too loud? I feel like the music's too loud. Oh god, yeah, the music for some reason is really loud. Okay. There we go. Settings get changed over time by accident, like a misclick or something. Whoa, Fantasy's booping snoots, just going wild. It is the boop snoot, like the rope snoot. And it is the one that gets booped. The many that get booped in this case. It is the boop snoot. The indignity of the boops! Of Thanksgiving boops! Yep. Some of you keen-eyed observers may see that I used the waves from the Demonade in the background. I will have to fix this up in a way so that it's probably rasterized. Or not rasterized, vectorized. That's what I wanted. The weather's so bad it's made you sleepy. The weather here is dark, dank, and dreary. It's so dark here. And it's snowing a little bit. Yeah. Anyways, I'll have to vectorize this later. It'll definitely need it. Okay, we can hide that layer. Oh, what layer is this? So this is a white base. Gold base. We'll get rid of that one. Actually, so gold base 2. And if we turn off the waves, gradient base. There we go. And I made this little wave heart thing from, there's a font that I have. I think it's this one. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Where's, oh, still too low in the layer tree. Yeah, it's got these little hearts in it. And I really like the little heart. Because I'm an Incubus, and I'm like, yeah, that'd be cute to put a little heart in there. And you see the hydrate F. And a stretch. Everybody stretch. Give your legs a little flex too, if you're sitting. Or stand up and wiggle. there's still quite a ways to Christmas fantasy. And Norway gets a lot of snow. But yeah, so I grabbed the little heart from this, and I scaled it like way up. And then I started drawing over it and fussing around with it. And then I started adding waves to it. I got the hiccups. How you doing today, Neff? You see, there's... It's so messy. Because what I'm using is not vectorized. It's, it's gonna get a little bit weird. But yeah, I was looking at other VTuber logos. And I found one that's kind of, like, really nice. That gives me vibes that I like. And they usually have something related to them. Clearly this one is aimed at, like, a Genshin Impact player. Being dragged to Costco after the dentist and thrift store. Ooh, the thrift store. I had a dream about going to a thrift store last night and finding really awesome pouches. Is that weird? I think it's weird. This is my swatch layer. Rename that so I know what it is. And then, of course, I've got a couple of palettes. And then I put in my character, because I'm like, what better palette than my own character? Still not sure about the dark blue. Like, it looks nice. Like the teal. It looks really nice, but God, it's going to be so hot. Not shopping, I hope. If it's your mom, probably shopping. This will be easier to clean up. Which colors? The ones that I just got rid of? I mean, I'm still thinking of putting this on there. Let's duplicate this and then pump up the saturation. Ugh, look at the ones on the screen. Okay. A hydrate and a posture check from Neff. Enjoy your nap in the shade. Enjoy your dentist visit. Yeah, I can send you the CSP file. Let me find my Discord. Let me reduce my windows a little bit. Yeah, I've never made a GIF before. Well, That's not true. I've made one GIF in my entire life. And, yeah, that was in the year 2001. Like, early 2001. So it's been a while. Where's my Twitch folder? This one should, this file should have just the shrimp emotes. It is the cursed shrimp that Puma is helping me with. Where's my CSP? There it is. It's like battery acid water. What are the chances of them having what are the odds of them having a heavy-duty sewing machine for leather? Probably very slim. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever seen a sewing machine at a thrift store before. And the posture check, I forgot. Everybody on Shrimpline Spines. I have to manually do the cursed shrimp emote. Hold on. Recent... Here you go. Oh, right. I can't use this one. Wait. I might be able to. Hold on. Where is my animation window? Okay. That's not the window I'm looking for. So timeline? Timeline. There we go. I don't have to manually do it anymore. I can just do it like this now. Yeah, they're all painted lines. I didn't use the pen tool or anything, and I think that's probably the problem. I'm going to skip the dentist tomorrow. Edith thinks my filling was loose, which is not. Oof. Use the pen brush, just like the good old hard G pen, because that's what I used. Huh. Because, yep, that's exactly what I used. Maybe it's because I erased some of the edges? I don't know. Oh, yeah, this one's 500 by 500. Maybe that's why? Wait. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Yeah, I see a little bit of place where I need to fix the hair and stuff, and so what should I do to fix this then? If I need to update this this particular Export animation. Animated GIF. And then it doesn't give me any options. I thought I was using the latest version, but how do I find out? Version information, here we go. 2.0. I thought I had 3. Huh. I don't know how to fix that, because I'm pretty sure I had 3. Yeah, I saw that you're supposed to have transparency options. Maybe I got 3 and I just haven't been using it this whole time? Question mark. Let's see what my license options are. I would have thought I would have. Perpetual 4.0 license. It doesn't even give me the option for version 3. Get discount upgrades. Version 3 here. So I guess I never got version 3. Weird. Like, I'm not paying for a subscription ever. Let's see. If I wanted to upgrade to 3, it's $24.99 for the perpetual license, but it's like I might as well upgrade to 4 at that point. So I'll keep an eye on Clip Studio and see if it goes on sale. And so if there's a sale on the 4.0 perpetual license, I'll do that. But I guess for now, if you don't mind, if I can fix this up at some point, then I will ask you to re-export it for me. I really appreciate that, Puma, because then we can have the unshrimpening emote. Let me This allows me to see what's going on here. What the hell? I didn't press cancel, I pressed OK. Alright. We'll just leave that aside for now. Probably a little closer to Christmas. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. If it goes on sale, like, I'm making enough on Twitch to splurge to upgrade to the 4.0 perpetual license. I mean, skipping a whole version, yeah, that's probably not bad. Alright, we'll hide the timeline palette for now. I know I can bring it up later. There you go. My tool set's back to normal. But yeah, I thought I would work on this. I've looked at a bunch of other VTuber logos and example logos, and I figured I'd involve people in the process of what I'm doing. It's weird because when it comes to designing the character outfit and stuff, I'm like, dark colors. But when it comes to designing anything else for the character, I'm like, bright colors. Is this normal? And fantasy, why did you go to a private dentist to get your filling? And if you went to a private dentist to get your filling because the other dentist you think isn't good, why don't you find a different dentist? And also, just because they're a private practice doesn't mean they're good. A little while back, I shared a video from Azrai where he went to a more expensive dentist. And one that supposedly had good reviews. And he got fucked over real hard. Also, we had a follow while we were offline. Welcome to that person. I'm gonna pronounce her name as Maiden. You were in pain, they were closer and respected your fear of dentists and took it really slow. And your non-private dentist says the filling is loose. Is there another public dentist you can go to get a second opinion on whether the filling is loose or not? Because if you can do that, and just hold off on your fear of dentists and tell them, look, I'm afraid of dental work. I have an anxiety problem. If you explain it to a public dentist, okay. Because 100% get a second opinion, because just because someone's a private dentist and they have a private practice that's not covered by like the public healthcare system or whatever, doesn't mean they're good. could theoretically mean the opposite, in fact. Because it could be that your thing is loose, and if it does turn out to be loose, then you'll know that your regular dentist is not being salty. He's just not being nice about your fear of dental work, which is actually a very common fear. And in which case, I would leave a Google review so that other people don't have the same problem. Maybe his practice will have to close because people stop going to him because he doesn't care about his patients. And if it turns out to not be loose, and he was insisting that you get it fixed for being loose when it's not actually loose, definitely leave a review and find some sort of government thing to report him to. Because that means he would have been doing unnecessary dental work on you. And that, quite frankly, is illegal, I believe. So, yeah, 100%. Stand up for yourself. Okay, this little wave heart thing. Just gonna move my swatches around here. But good luck with that. I hope things turn out for you all right. I'm going to ask for a second opinion tomorrow, since when he talked to me, his voice was salty and accusing me for using the private one. There could be a very good reason for him accusing you of using the private one. So, yeah, there could be very good reason for that. I'm not sure if it was Azrai that was fucked over or Azrai's partner, but the dental story is terrifying either way. Like, there have been cases where, like, private practices or people doing practice for, like, immigrants in Canada, they just fuck it up, and they're only in it for the money because they know they can charge oodles of it and get away with it because these people already don't have any money for lawyers. And it's predatory and disgusting, and as a Canadian citizen, I am horrified that that is happening in my country. So yeah, I have feels about it. Alright, I'm creating a new folder for quote-unquote accessories for this. It's gonna be a quiet day, I think. Most people are away for Turkey Day. So, it's probably gonna be fairly quiet. I think I want one for the collar. So I want to involve the old collar in here somewhere. Which, let's see. Go into my design files. Grab that. This was the mechanics of the collar that I had designed a long time ago. But we can simplify it now. Where's this? We're just throwing things in for quick design reasons. So none of this has to be perfect. I mean, I still want it to look nice-ish, but you know. A bit too dark. The shape is wrong. The thing has changed so much since I first initially designed it. Good enough. There's the stream bot. Deny. Another thing I want to do here. Oops. It's really sketchy. But it's a little bit better than it was. Oh. It's so messy now. But it's a little bit more accurate to what it was in reality. Or to what it is in reality. There's a slight outline. We can fix all this horrible mess. Look at that beautifully colored gem, though. Let's liquefy tool again. Why am I putting so much work into this? Yeah. Let's try and clean this up a little. Should probably use just a darker gold, to be honest. Instead of straight up black. Since it's all on one layer anyways. Should I say I'm more and more sleepy? What's Shaq gotta do with it? Shaquille O'Neal making you sleepy. I mean, the collar exists. This is the collar, by the way. I took off all the hinges and stuff, because it's just meant for the, as a little thing to go on the logo somewhere. Where is it? It's a lot of brass for a collar, but a ring? Yeah, it would probably make a pretty ring. I would probably use Nordic gold instead of brass, which involves brass. I understand this. I really like Nordic gold. I think it's a cool material. It's just I pulled it from this other old image and then modified it. Oh, let me take a picture of what's left. Just knock everything over on my desk. Of what's left of the collar. Man, my tablet surface is so scuffed. Little glass gem could use some polishing too. I mean, the lighting is ass today. Is there something I can put behind this to prop it up? That's better. Just uploading it. Okay. Let me get this stuff out of the way. Okay, back to Clip Studio. So this is all that's left of the collar. Nordic Gold? No, I know Nordic Gold doesn't contain any gold. There's a guy that I watch occasionally who makes just tons of Nordic Gold from just scraps he collects, and it's cool. It's the, I believe it's the copper and tin, though. If you're still there. The copper and tin, don't they make brass? Oh, sorry, it's copper and zinc that makes the brass. That's where that yellow gold comes from. I don't even know what that sound was. Nachos! My god, I haven't seen you in so long. Hello. I know it's Guardian Chaos, but you are forever Nachos. How are thou? I'm good. I'm doing the goods. I'm good. And how have you been? Oh, fantasies booped your snoot. We were just working on a logo for me, I guess. I still don't know what Nameless's actual name is. It's just I've been using this name on the internet since 2006. And I've been in ownership of a variant of this name since like 1997. 8-ish. Mewjuice probably remembers better than I do when I first came up with the name. You've been lacking in sleep. I went to bed at like 5:30 p.m. yesterday, and I woke up at 11, and then I went back to bed at 4:30 in the morning. So, I understand this lacking of sleep. Let's take out all these little extra bits here. This is all that's left of my collar. That's what's going on the bag right here. So this is the IRL version of the collar that exploded when I fell off the bench. And by fell off the bench, I mean when the bench bit me. The bench tried to assassinate me. Because there's no creature more fearsome in Mythodia than the Oktoberfest bench. Why am I carefully erasing this? I don't know. I could just trace this and use it as, use it as the base for a different variant. I mean, for having handmade this thing in 2 days and it lasted basically 2 years going overseas and being worn all day, it ended up doing pretty well for itself, I think. Also, Tesla's throwing a bit of a tantrum this morning because there's no tuna left in the house, so he's not getting any tuna and he's all cranky about it. And it's really adorable. Man, the texture got so fucked up. It's all the super glue that's holding that little metal bit on. It was nice and smooth at one point. All my hard work. All my poor epoxy sculpt. But yeah, that's all that's left of this thing. We'll just tuck it off into the corner up here. Good enough. Do you think you're gonna make it to Conquest someday? Just curious. Okay, let's get back to this. We're cleaning this up. Because it got really messy. Initially, I wanted to 3D print this thing. And let's be honest, the 3D print probably would have lasted better than 3 bamboo embroidery hoops that were chopped up into pieces and held together with glue and epoxy sculpt. And the hinges were made out of bamboo straws. Guardian Boop's fantasy back. The Boop Wars. They continue. Neff! As Boop my snoot. It is the Boop's note. Like the Droop's note. But it is the snoot that gets booped always. It is the Boop's note. I got her! Another Streech and Hydrate? Well, I guess what I gotta do for these Streeches, I gotta start standing up for them. Put my little lap blanket to the side. I'm gonna stand up. Oh, God. Okay. Alright, I'm no more weird flipping and moving because I have to step out of range of my camera. But, good little leg stretch. Get the hips going. Do a little tiny squats. Oh, my knees. My knees are in incredible pain today. You know what I haven't taken today, though? What I haven't done? I haven't taken my meds. Yeah, the Streeches are like the mega unshrimpening. You're going from shrimp to like full-on eel. The posture check, you're just turning into a lobster. Oh no, at jail. I'll wait for him to get back from mad jail. Didn't take your meds? Because I didn't remind you. When I do, everyone says, I took mine already. Well, look. When you're not there to remind us to take our meds, then we remember to take our meds. And when you're here to remind us, then we don't end up taking our meds. Because you didn't remind us, because you're like, oh, well, maybe they already took them. But to be fair, you came in quite early today. You're usually a little bit later when you're swinging by. At least lately. And that's nothing on you. It's just, you know, how things are. I started a little bit early this morning, and so I was a little bit discombobulated. But getting up and stretching and all of your hydrates and stuff, they do remind me. Always here at 9 on the dot. Yeah, but usually by the time you put in like a hydrate or a comment and your hydrate and Streech combo, it's usually a little bit later than normal. Because like I said, I usually actually get started around like 9:15. Like, the stream starts at 9, and that gives time for people to filter in. It's weird. Yeah, usually your first Streech and Hydrate are a fair bit later into stream. So, today's a weird day. Oops. Keep forgetting I'm not using the eraser today very much. I'm just trying to get rid of these ghastly black lines. Ever since I started painting more, I've been like, I don't want to do line art. Not with black lines, anyways. For a second there, I thought I had a hydrate that didn't make any sound. I was like, what the hell was that? Timetables are moved up. Yep, today's a weird day. I mean, I started right at 9 o'clock. And, I still had to run downstairs and put more cream in my coffee because I made my coffee too strong. And there's no milk, so I can't have any tea. So not sure you want to hear wear an gold since the 89% copper might turn your neck green or black. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, a lot of other metals also do the green or black thing on my neck. Brass would do the same thing, right? Brass has even more copper in it because it's just copper and zinc. Good morning, Ross, and happy Turkey Day to you. I hope it goes well for you. Well, my mom is quite allergic to nickel. If gold weren't so freaking expensive, the collar would probably be made out of gold. Expensive and soft, so, like, double whammy of, like, absolutely not doing that. Actually, this edge would be shaded anyways, wouldn't it? Actually, since I've got the edges all cleaned up, let's lock the layer transparency so that I have an easier time of things. Brass for a ring and not a collar, yeah. My mom's medical alert had to be a 24 karat gold because all of the other ones are made out of nickel. And she's allergic to nickel enough that she can't even wear normal jeans because the buttons on the jeans are all made out of nickel. So she has to, like, put clear nail polish on the back of the jeans buttons to stop them from touching her skin. Oh yeah, I saw the purple gold and the green gold. Those are neat too. And I'm doing good, Ross. We're working on a logo today. And if Neff didn't see it, here's the collar remnant, what's left of it. It's made out of epoxy sculpted gold spray paint and bamboo embroidery hoops. Pure gold and sterling silver. Any metals give my mom issues. Even the dumbbells that aren't latex cover give my mom rashes on her hands. Oof. That's pretty severe. Since we, like, really cut down sugar and carbs in our life and doing OMAD and stuff, my mom's allergies actually haven't been as bad. which is nice. Alright. The struggle is real today. I don't know why I'm being so careful, since I'm gonna go over it anyways with this darker color. Something about this angle. All I wanted to do was get rid of the ugly black lines. Part of the problem. Layer transparency was off again because I merged it down. Yay! All of this just to fix the pixelation problem and the ugly black lines. Yep. That sounds about right. For time, I'm trying to get the nerve to get started on helping with Thanksgiving after I take my meds. Good to have, yeah. Wow, blinded by science. Copper and aluminum, warm orange glow, and zinc. Kapow! Bright white! Yep. Gotta be careful with science. Oops. I don't know what I did there. This is frustrating is nobody put a bar of gold and a bar of Nordic gold side by side to see the difference. Most people don't have bars of gold. So I'd say probably not. And if people are making bars of Nordic gold, they're usually huge. Like full, proper ingots. Huge. Not tiny little jeweler's ingots. Lock the transparency again. We go around the edges where there's still black. As a matter of fact, I might change this line. Merge it in with this one. This thing was just so messed up, I can't even. Okay, perspective's a bit off, but at this point I'm spending too long on this. But now you can't see the top edge. Alright, let's see what everybody's talking about here. I was concentrating really hard. Follow some jewelers, and they have stacks of 10, 14, 18, 24 karat gold, but none of them have Nordic gold. I don't think Nordic gold is commonly used by jewelers. Looks out of the crypt. Food? Boops the exposed and vulnerable fantasy snoot. Ah! Boop battle! So, also, it looks like, for, stream avatars, to make you little lump fishes, words, they just left my brain. I'm probably gonna have to pick up a sprite or Asprite, whatever, however it's said, and as well as the Stream Avatars program. But I want Stream to be more fun for people, and I want to have more interactions and more redeems and emotes, and I'll keep an eye open for Clip Studio to see if they do a sale. They frequently do 50% off sales, and December's coming up, so they'll probably do one. I'm honestly surprised that they haven't done one for Black Friday. Like, I'm shocked. Or maybe they did and I missed it. Because Black Friday was last week, wasn't it? Okay, I found a coin discussion talking about German silver and Nordic gold. The reason you don't see them side by side is because Nordic gold is a brass. All brass is an alloy, mixed metals. Just like how German silver is copper, zinc, nickel coming out in a silver color. Okay. But the reason you don't see them side by side is why? Is it because jewelers just don't work with them? Oh! That emote just bounced right off. Jewelers don't call it Nordic gold, they call it brass. But it's not brass. It's Nordic gold. Brass looks different from Nordic gold. Yeah, but it's got a specific name because it's a specific ratio of metals. You need to find some of the other guys who aren't jewelers, perhaps. Maybe they've done a comparison? I was pretty sure I saw a side-by-side of an ingot at some point, somewhere. Then there's pyrite versus gold. And then this one has brass, bronze, copper, aluminum, and Nordic gold. I think Nordic gold is what gets used on coins, I believe. So like the loonies and other coins that are golden use Nordic gold. They're trying to drop the gold part because people see Nordic gold and they think Viking gold money. Ugh. People are dumb. It's like how Hemo wants to reclaim fencing because that's what using a sword is, but everyone hears fencing and think of the high-tech game of tag they do in the what? What? I don't know what this high-tech game of tag is. Are you talking about, like, proper fencing? Oh. Well, yes. But that's because we don't actually stab each other. Usually in traditional, like, real fencing, if you were in a fencing sword fight with someone, if you got stabbed first, you were probably done. No, you don't actually stab each other in HEMA. Because you would kill each other. Fencing foils are quite dangerous. Nordic gold is a specific modern copper alloy which can be classified as a type of brass. Brass is about a traditional category. Yeah, but they look different. Brass and Nordic gold look quite different. I should just get a loonie and, like, wire wrap it and wear it as, like, a necklace against my skin for a while and see what happens, or, like, a bracelet or something. And then I'll know, because I believe loonies are Nordic gold. Loonies are not made of Nordic gold. They're primarily composed of steel with brass plating. Well, but what kind of brass? Oh, here we go. Nordic gold is a different alloy used mainly for minting certain coins, including some euro coins. I just found some guy making Nordic gold, and I was fascinated by it. And he was making, like, huge piles of ingots of it. And I'm like, what do you do with all of this? But apparently he was, like, building a pirate treasure room and just filling it with Nordic gold and other alloys and just bricks. Bricks of metals. And HEMA, it's who survives the duel. And HEMA, they're registered as you're both dead, you both lose. Yeah, I'm talking about like fencing not as a sport but as sword play. And most people who think of fencing sword play, or think of fencing, most people I think who think of fencing think of like musketeers and shit. Big Stacks D, yes, that's it. Yeah, I don't think most people think of, oh, as long as I hit the other guy first, I'm fine, kind of thing. I don't think anybody thinks that. I think people are like, if I get hit with a sword, I'm probably gonna die. I think HEMA tried to, like, quote unquote reclaim the word fencing. Like, it's not a thing to be reclaimed. See, that's not a thing. I don't think it really should be a thing. I don't think it's really that big of a problem. I think someone in HEMA is butthurt about how fencing has become a sport and they have sports like measurements for it. But it's still fencing. They're still fencing. It's no different than kendo. There are point systems to measure who is a better kendo fighter. But they are fencing. It's just they have to have a point system for measuring uh, skill and fairness. Yeah, but what else are you going to call fencing? It's been called fencing for so long that nobody really knows the difference. You're still fencing, it's just you're not Olympic fencing. Just call it Olympic fencing. If it's the Olympic fencing. My brother took a course called chivalrous sword handling. Like, I don't see what the problem is. I mean, maybe because I'm not a HEMA person, but, you know. Yeah, yeah, he took it at Algonquin. I took my kung fu and stick fighting. Oh, you know Bill. See, now there's even more reasons to talk to Cheese. You should chat with Cheese. I think you two would probably get along pretty well. Cheese is very chill. Well, Cheese doesn't get angry, but he can get himself wrapped up. I don't know if Bill is around. Um, yeah, I didn't even know he had cancer. When my brother took chivalrous sword handling, it was like 2002. Passed in 2014. Aw, that's a shame. I met him once, so I don't remember what he looks like or sounds like. I just knew that he was a cool dude. But yeah, my brother took that course too. I wanted to, but I was too young, and then by the time I was old enough, I had forgotten that it existed, and I was in Kung Fu with Cheese. One of your arms dealers? That's hilarious. Yeah, cancer takes the good people too soon. He seemed like a really nice person. I don't know what year he took it, but when did you take it? Cuz we're all about the same age. I don't think I was too young. I'm just not sure if I was interested or what, but I can't remember why I didn't take it. I want symmetry ruler. I'm just trying to make quick assets for this. The quickest scallop shell in the history of the world. Why are the rulers showing? I can delete ruler. $2009? Yeah, I don't know when my brother took it. Let's see. Oh, condolences. So which arm did he deal with, left or right? It'd be even funnier if he was the guy from your area offered a ride home too and replied, I don't know you. I'd rather take the bus. Made the whole class laugh. I'm offering a ride home, not asking you on a date, but if you'd rather take 5 hours to get home than a 45-minute drive, have fun. Till you get on the bus with a Scottish Claymore, though? Well, my brother doesn't own a Scottish Claymore, so there's that. Depends on which one he lopped off in the lesson. No, those go to Necromancer. Thoroughly enjoyed my 2 weeks in Oslo for Christmas. Lots of promise to the local communities. Wish I hadn't gone to Norway for the reason I did, though. Made me not want to go back for a really long time. Aw. An imposter check! Everybody unshrimp thine spines. Hold on. We gotta bring it up. Where is it? Shrimp emote. There we go. Everybody unshrimp thine spines. Give your sides a little stretch. That's beautiful. God, it's been like 2 decades since I animated anything. It's so jank. iCloud data isn't syncing. Not now. It's not syncing because I haven't linked anything. Fucking Apple. Like, you need to do this and sync this, and Apple can't make Apple. Fucking Apple. Yeah, start a LARP fantasy. If you want to LARP in your local area, start one. It's very easy. You just come up with a story and you get some friends together and you just vibe. I keep grabbing the... I just had a brilliant idea. Not sure about how many lines I've got on the scallop tail. Probably need to reduce that. So let's do that. Yeah, let's... go all the way back to this point. Now put them in a folder. We duplicate the folder, turn the original one off, and then we delete the rulers in the duplicate. Sorry, I'll read chat in just a sec. Get together with Nerdforce to design some craft stuff and then get it mass produced and open your own fantasy LARP stuff shop. I want to open a LARP shop so badly. I wanted to call it the Adventurers Association. The people could call it AA for short. I'll do it myself, no need to bother them. I think a cool idea to get a LARP started is with some parlor LARPs of aristocrats and nobles meeting to determine laws and regulations. Parlor LARPs are one-evening events and would be building up the community as well as establish rules and laws within the story. That would actually be kind of neat. Arias, hello, good morning. I'm working on a logo today. We're getting places with it. I think it's actually kind of cute. I thought the whole thing about LARP was networking, building community, though. Yes, it is. And depending on where in Norway Nerdforge is, if they're close by, could be some great friends. They seem like genuinely good people. Sure, something like that. This is in regards to school stuff. Uh-oh. Gotta get ready for my day trip. Oh, alright. Grips the door frames being dragged in those. I don't want to go to the dentist. No, but it's good to go to the dentist, I guess. I don't know. I haven't been to a dentist since 2015 and my teeth are fine. One of them was bothering me a couple of days ago a little bit, but it seems fine now. Beach vibes. Yeah. I mean, the whole thing with the Demoras, they've got those, like, white, sandy beaches. I'm sorry that the school stuff is, like, going poorly. You have a few broken teeth. God, Neff, get that fixed. Can't wait to get yelled at again by a medical professional or something out of my control. Have you considered one of those, like, tooth guards for when you're sleeping? You grind your teeth at night, don't you? That's what it is, right? Yes, I don't even get the guard over my upper row without gagging or violently retching. Need to work on your gag reflex. Just deep throat your toothbrush or something. I don't know. Sorry, no. I thought I'd at least try and make it funny. Have you had a sleep study done? They might be able to recommend something. Maybe you need a CPAP. I don't know. That's something that's not in your mouth. And it forces your mouth to stay open because of the air pressure, so maybe that could help. But yeah, I thought it was about time that I had a proper logo. As the channel seems to be growing a little bit over the last couple of weeks. I've had a sleep study done. They were idiots. Oh. Went to a bad place, did you? I would recommend the place that I went to, but they were in Waterloo. Well, they were in Kitchener. But KW. It's basically one city now. It's two cities mashed into one. If it gets any bigger, they're going to have to amalgamate like Ottawa did. But the people in Kitchener will probably be very unhappy about that because then their taxes would go up astronomically because Waterloo spent too much money on their park. I tried to make it funny for you, man. But good luck. I'll do a little outline on this. Probably the same way we've been doing the other ones. And since this is asymmetrical, actually, you know what? Let's undo that. Let's do it the other way. You can't even floss without violent retching. Even the water pick will just hit the right angle to trigger the gagging. I'll be brushing my teeth like normal, so I'm gonna really bad gagging. Oh, Jesus Christ. Going to cheer myself up by grabbing some of the best tiramisu I've ever had from Costco afterwards. Oh, I've never had the Costco tiramisu. I really want, like, Costco puts in. Evan keeps ranting about Costco puts in, and I've never had it before. And so I've got to try it sometime. Maybe I'll convince Cheese to sit down and have puts in with me next time we go to Costco. As a, hey, I came with you to Costco and my knee is killing me all the time. But you're like, oh, I can't do it by myself all the time. So, bribe me with puts in. I miss the chicken burgers that they used to have. Those were so fucking good. It was Mewjuice who introduced me to the Costco chicken burgers. But then they eventually got rid of them. And it was sad. Oh, you can see how gross those lines are. What if I put it behind? Ooh. Aki!
Aki_Saga's boat.
Oh, everybody on Shrimp Thine Spines. Hold on, I gotta open the thing up again. File, recent, shrimp emote, window, timeline. Welcome, Raiders! You have seen the cursed shrimp emote that's in progress. Everybody on Shrimp Thine Spines become conch lobster. Give your sides a little stretch. Go back and forth. Like seaweed in the ocean currents. Aki, how was your crazy, crazy long stream? I tuned in and saw you were silently watching Apothecary Diaries at 4 o'clock in the morning. The stream is going very well. How are you? I was tuned in the entire time. I just didn't have the sound on my tab. But I got really busy yesterday and just like missed everything. I was just so occupied. But did your stream go well? You had a long ass stream there. Right, we're gonna turn that off now. We're working on a logo today. Because all the big VTubers, all the grown-up VTubers have like really pretty logos. So I'm like, yes, let's make one. I feel like doing something different because the costume design is driving me insane. Although I do like this one, I'm still worried about all the dark colors. But hello, Aki and Raiders. I understand if you have to raid and run because your stream was like, what, 24 hours or something? It was a wildly long stream. I hope your stream went well. Got introduced to ABBA through Microsoft Music Central 96, which is a CD that had lots of music samples. Nice. You know, I'll finally upgrade my Costco membership so it's up to date and take you to Costco for their puts in while I grab more monster tiramisu and sushi. I didn't know they had sushi platters at Costco. And thank you, Neff. I would love to meet you in person sometime. Since we live so close together now, more local friends, better. Dead right now. Well, it's all good to lurk. The lurk was appreciated and went well, but I'm gonna raid and run because I only got 3 hours of sleep. Yet, bro, go get some sleep, man. Like, you deserve it. That's a wildly long stream. I could never do a 24-hour stream. Like, just, no. I start hitting the 4-hour mark, and I'm just like, brain dead. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't have a pretty logo. Not big. Well, Puma should make a pretty logo. Because Puma's great. How many shrimp do you have to eat before it makes your skin turn pink? I must be a flamingo. Oh, Rias, I'm already pink. Actually, my base undertone is kind of a peach color. Ah! I'm so scared that I'll do a bad job, Aki. I'm always scared of that. Puma should make a logo. Puma has an animated emote already, and I had to ask Puma for advice on making animated emote, which turns out the reason I was struggling is because my Clip Studio version wasn't high enough. Oh, I gotta get rid of the timeline window there. But, yeah. Aki, go get some sleep! Thank you for trusting me with your community. If they're around. Actually, one of those raiders is probably me. Yep, I have raided myself. I've been raided into me. Let's see if I get the little thing. Oh, no, I don't get the raid referral box. That would be funny. Yeah, and we have some new emotes as well. We'll just post those. A little wink in the wow face. So I'm trying to produce stuff for stream now that things have sort of calmed down a little. I don't know why it took so long for things to calm down after Conquest. I mean, there was the move. But also, yeah. I'm trying to increase interactivity for stream and get some branding done and a new background. I have more ideas for overlay stuff. I want to make a proper, like, room instead of me just hanging out in the bamboo woods, which is this. Well, I appreciate the lurk, Aki, but man, go get some sleep. I really like the vibes in this one, but I think it's because of all of the, like, light, airy colors. But I want to do different scenes and have, like, weather going on in the background so that people can change the weather, kind of like you would in, what is it? Spirit City. You know, the program that I'm running right now that's playing all of our sounds. The little bird sounds. God, I'm an idiot. Why does anyone listen to me? But yeah, I've pulled up some references for things that I like. This is actually the second grouping of references. This one I really like in the bottom corner too. I think it's the bright but airy pastel kind of vibes. So if we turn off this one, it's got more of an opportunity for, like, seeing weather and whatnot, which I do really like, and the bamboo forest in the background. I know, like, pretty much all of these are AI, except for the, well, not even the quote-unquote real room photos. These are also AI. I can't get away from the goddamn AI anymore. It's everywhere. This one, I think, is actually art, because it's from a game. So this one is actual art. There's no weird artifacting on the window lines. The shelves, like the shape of the shelves actually makes sense. The patterns on the bed and the floral, like, sheer curtain divider thing hanging from the ceiling. Oh god, it's everywhere. Bulma Dragon Ball Z abridged. Yeah. But the rest of these images are AI. And it's kind of sad. I'm pretty sure this one that I like is as well. But it's starting to get hard to tell. This one still has a fair bit of consistency where I'm just like, maybe it isn't AI. But then I look at the bricks in the background and I'm like, well, maybe it is. But the design on the wooden table is consistent on each side. And AI would still mess that up a little bit. And the plants at the front look like a CSP brush. But the rest of them are AI. This more saturated one in the corner is definitely 100% AI. I mean, look at the all the weird floating artifacting on the wooden rails and stuff. Like, even when I lazily sketch something, like an intricate design, like I did on the collar, like, even that still makes sense, whereas AI would just somehow, even scribbles in AI are wrong. And this one looks like it's from a game too. So this one might also be not AI. Oh, that one's already turned off. Let's turn off these ones. Yeah, I think this one is also an actual drawing by an actual human. Because there's too much consistency, like the shelves are all attached. I never noticed that these banners were portraits. I didn't look that closely at them, to be honest. Honestly, the only thing has been making me want to just to make more art. Because I should try to do so anyways. Not burn myself out in the process of spite. No, I get it. I want to make more art because there's so much quote-unquote fake art out there. Like, this one's definitely AI. There's inconsistency in the windows. But then here, like, this is consistent, but the AI might have just taken the thing and made it perfectly symmetrical. But then there's the like, hanging bits from the ceiling. And, like, I question it always at this point. But this one has an actual Chinese signature on it. But then again, you know, the people who are using the Chinese AI to make stuff are still putting their signatures on it as if they're real artists. But these two, I'm pretty sure, are real. These two I'm questioning, and this one is, I think, partially a 3D model mix in the background. The shelves might be a painted over 3D model. Cora, hello! Let me grab, like, one of the pictures that I really like. That has nothing to do with the room and vibes. It's just, like, this medieval style tent that I really, really love. And the reason this picture looks a bit strange is because it's a painted over 3D model. So they modeled the entire tent and contents and everything in 3D. And then they went in and painted over top of a shot that they took from a particular angle. And that's why this picture looks kind of unusual and very stylized in a strange sort of way, is they went and painted everything, which is really neat. How are you doing today, Cora? Can you imagine a Dendronia tent like this? It's like, damn. 2 thrones instead, one for Kit and one for Maddie. Of course, Maddie would just have a yoga ball. Why did I say that like a Bostonian, like a bull? You gotta get your shots. The Ophirim chandelier. You mean Seraphim? I think it's just supposed to be bird themed. Because, like, you look at this, they've got, like, this is a kingfisher. This is another kind of fishing bird. Different kinds of birds. More birds, wings. Birds on the throne. Wings for the table edge. There's a bird sculpted on the chair here. And then there's like another side chair back here. Look at this one. This one's very stylized compared to the others around the table. So we've got the Lord's throne, and then this is probably either their chancellor, their second in command, or their partner, wife, whatever, sits there. Someone important. Maybe the chair is reserved for guests, special guests, diplomacy, whatever. It's actually really well done, and like there are larger versions. Like you can see all of the original planning that they did for this tent. And so they did giant cathedral tents like this in 10 or 12 designs before they settled on this one. And then they made 3D models and modeled all the furniture and the candles and everything. And then they went in and painted it afterwards. And it's just like, it's beautiful. Yes, but it looks like the thrones, as in the angel, not the seat. I have no idea what you're talking about. But if it's religious stuff, I probably wouldn't. But yeah, that's the tent picture. I keep that tab open all the time. That tab just exists in my Firefox. Because every once in a while, I click on it and go, oh yeah, that's nice. It's one of those things that makes me happy. Game of Thrones? No idea. I never really saw the show. Neither did I. I haven't read the books either. And I've heard of the Red Wedding. People told me they wanted to throw the book across the room. But yeah, so I'm futzing around with background ideas. A theming. Can't get away from the AI. To be fair, even though it's AI, this is really pretty. I cannot lie. This is really, really pretty, and I like it, and I want to paint it. And this too. Can you imagine if water actually looked like that? Like if landscapes looked like that? Slight misspelling of Ophanim. I don't know what Ophanim is either. Sorry, I'm dumb sometimes. It's very pretty and sparkly, and I like sparkly things. Like magpie vibes. And then there's this, which is also probably AI or a composite of some sort. And that's just a... Oh. I just want it to be August already. No! Oh god, no! Not enough time. There's not enough time. I'm also thinking of painting my walls in my actual room. To be like this stone-washed but teal turquoise color that I really like. So I would have to hand paint, brush all of my walls in my room. But I think it would be worth it because it would give you that sort of brush textured stone look. And I love that. You could add Havarti to the water one. Looking as derpy as ever. Yep. Thrones wheels, or the Ophanim, are one of the first order of angels. They are responsible for holding up the actual throne of God. Oh. Imagine having living, existing creatures holding up your throne. How dystopian is that? Crikey. Makes me like religion even less. Where's this one? That one can disappear too. And that one. Yeah. So I want to be able to do like different daylight scenes and different weather for those different daylight scenes for the background. Christianity! Yeah. Because if you're not repressing someone, you're not doing it right. Wait, that can get me canceled. I don't give a shit. If I get canceled over my hatred of religion, it just proves me right. If you believe in mythical sky beings, good on you. That's fine. But when you start repressing other people because they don't believe in your mythical sky being, that just proves the people who don't believe in your mythical sky being right. That it's bad. I have lots to say about religion. Let's not. I'm a demon. Anyway, so that's what I'm looking at. And of course, I'm a weeb, so Asian stuff. Oh god, Clip Studio, why are you freezing? Let's save this. I'm not sure how I feel about this dark outline. Let's make it less dark. Can I increase the saturation? You. I want to put a border around this one too. Ugh. Expand selected area. Nope, too much. There's something about the way things are selected in Clip Studio. It's just not clean. Of course, if this were a vectorized image, it wouldn't be so bad. Had a small connection issue. That's fine. Down with the vector. It's just such a pain in the ass to work with, you know? I'll probably have to redraw this thing in, like, 4K. Like, maximized for things. It's like, I need to fix this here, which means I need to fix this here to try and keep them even. This should probably just be filled in, but that's better. Like, if I was using Photoshop to do this, like one of the more advanced versions of Photoshop, I'm sure it would turn out quite nicely. Clip Studio is not great for text manipulation. That's one of the only problems I have with Clip Studio. Even Photoshop, not good for it. I should be using Illustrator for what I'm doing, but I don't have Illustrator, and I don't have an Illustrator program. Because normally you would do this entire thing. I am not great. I'm just potato. Not great, only potato. Well, let's see. I need to erase here. Because it just ain't clean. Ow. That hurt. I'm out of drink. Okay, you know, it's a good time to get up and do, like, a proper stretch. We'll zoom out so we can leave this and walk away and maybe draw some people in. Thumbnails, man. There we go. Alright. Hydrate and a big stretch. So I'm gonna go downstairs, get something to drink. Probably stop off at the bathroom on my way. A little pre-stretch before we get up. Alright, everybody get up and stretch your legs. Make sure you walk around a little bit every once in a while, because otherwise you'll get blood clots, and that's not good. So make sure you move. Alright, I'll be right back. I'll see you in a few minutes. No, blood clots are absolutely not fun. I didn't realize it was already 11:30. I was having such a good time, I didn't even notice. So focused today. There. Stretch and hydrate redeemed. All right. Let's give this more of a beach sand tone. Too pale. Yeah. Brighter with more saturation? Nah. Just a little bit brighter, I think. Don't need to change the saturation, just need to change the brightness. Why have you done this? Thanks for the hydrate. You mean say the potato? You're saying it wrong, man. Gonna make you fight for your sadistic relief there. Have I mentioned that I'm a brat? Throw meow! See, half streamer, half NPC. Here we go. What is happening around this spot here? It's driving me crazy. Oh, I know what's going on here. Just gonna fill in the corner of the S here. Cheese has brought me eggs. Thank you, Cheese. I've given my evidence to the court. You and your tier 3 goddamn sub. Curse you. God damn it! It's eggy time. Merci, mon fromage.
Very.
Ooh, I even got the butter fork. Extra butter. It's so delicious. I was so hungry. We're hot. Came out of the pan. Very hot. Sorry, I'm just gonna sit here and eat eggs for a little while. I think we got pretty far on this though. Like we got the wave heart outlined. We got the little scallop shell for the eye. I might make it a little bit smaller. Eggs! Yep. I love eggs. Egg. Egg. Flag. Ah. So I think I need to change the color of the wave heart for sure. And put some more details in it. And I think I might want to put some more like waves underneath and have my little wave shape that's like on my sleeves and the little half skirt thing like curling up back around the A, or maybe like even going through the collar. And I think maybe putting my horns somewhere in the background too. And maybe some bubbles. And definitely either Lotus, Sakura, or Magnolia flowers, or all of them. I think that would be too much, but and I think I might go with the collar remnant piece instead of the actual collar. I don't know. Still thinking about that one. I think the scallop needs to be a little bit smaller. The wave may be a darker blue. It's not the right blue. Considering my color is more teal and turquoise. It's a nice blue. It's very much a blue that I like. But I think I need a more more turquoise color. Aqua, perhaps. Alright, this plate can go right here. And we want some tassels too. Let me make some notes on my swatch layer. So, to add, why am I so bad at handwriting? My handwriting used to actually be really nice. Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. I want to add the horns. Horns, tassels, bubbles. I've already it looks like it says Hawarti. I think I'd like to add a pocket puzzle. Red thread. What is it? Flowers. Sakura slash lotus slash magnolia. Those are all flowers I very much like. Where is our wave? We'll take our little scallop, make it a little bit smaller. I haven't named any of these layers. Oh, that's better. The scallop line needed to be lighter. It's strange, because, like, I have no vision for this, but I seem to be getting through it really fast. Whereas, like, the costume, for some reason, is taking me just forever. Maybe it's because I have a vision in my head for the costume that I can't quite get out. Although we're very close. Very, very close with it now. I need to change the shape of that one streak in the heart. Well, that's fine, Fantasy. You missed egg time. That's really all you missed. I had eggs. My brother made me some eggs. I happened to go downstairs to get a drink while he was making some eggs, and I was like, oh, heck, you made me one. I've got to run back upstairs to work. I call this my job, but I don't make much. But it's still better than nothing. And I'm fine with that. I feel like if I just keep putting in the work, I'll get somewhere with it. And it's easier for me to interact with people, and that's why I find this easier to do than YouTube. But I would like to start adding crafting YouTube videos onto things, so after I'm done stream, I would like go downstairs and to the crafting area when I get it done and work on YouTube videos. We're going to Norway's biggest model train star. Ooh! Exciting. I need to change the curvature of this here. Logos are one of those things where it's like one tiny little change in a line can just fix one of the biggest problems that you have. And VTuber logos are, I have learned, are just as varied and wild as VTubers themselves, and I love it. And apparently there's this thing going around where the big corporations are starting to make VTuber logos of their own. Like IKEA has their own VTuber now, apparently, in Japan. And like their mascot is the shark plush. The famous shark plush. So really quite nice. Yeah, I know it's a 3-hour stream. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been going a little bit longer lately. But also, like, I don't want to start earlier. Because I don't want to throw people off. And some days I have to end earlier than 3 hours, and other days I just feel like going longer. And this week is a week of just going longer, apparently. I really don't like how these are connected. I know in like traditional wave patterns these would be connected, but I don't seem to like it here. Right here is fine, but it needs fixing. It's almost like this one is an inverse of the other side. Where the other side just has the middle part. That's a better color. The other shade of blue is not right. As much as I liked it, it was not right. It's still not right, but it's better than it was. And I think I have to pull the wave color from the actual logo, so probably over here. See, we're getting back down to close to that color. Ah. Aha! It's not too bad being light either. We're going to duplicate that. We're going to duplicate this one. Turn off the original, which is also a copy. We're just going to play around. Sand color? Nope. Green? Way too dark. Gold? Looks like I live in the desert. Red. Blood! The blood sea! Yeah, we'll get rid of this third copy. Thanks for the hydrate, Fantasy. Let's see. Make a new layer called string. Put it down here. Now, I think what I want to do is I was thinking of maybe having it pass through the collar. Be like draped over from letter to letter. And like wrapped around it. Because Nameless was like bound by his curses and bad fates. Like have it wrapped around the collar a little bit. And let's grab pale blue. Oops. And we'll bring this one below the text. We need a new folder for text. Bubbles. I'm going to duplicate. Ooh. Off. Select. Oh, I missed a spot. Okay, let's... Hmm. Well, I got the bubbles. I got a red thread. Grem eats socks? What? When did Grem eat socks? I feel like the collar isn't cartoony enough now. Let's see, let's turn this on. Oh. It's an old live stream comment? That's hilarious. Hmm. I have no idea what I'm doing, just so you know. I'm just making shit up. Have you seen other VTuber logos? Some of them are wild. These aren't just logos, they are like name art. People call them logos, but logos are supposed to be something simplified. If I were to choose something for the logo, it would probably be either the collar, the scallop shell, or the wave heart. Let's put one of my little puzzles here. Which is literally just a square. So I did not want to change transparency. I wanted to do that. Those work. VTuber logos usually include things that... Kareem is streaming right now? Well, I guess when I raid out, I'll raid into Kareem. Please tell me what his channel is again. Because I do have to go buy cat food today. I didn't do that yesterday, so I'll have to go do that today. Then we go back to the string. We'll put one of our panchang nuts. And like a gold bead or something. Tassels. Pocket puzzle. Was supposed to go above the bubbles. Whoop. I mean, that's a start, right? Wow, I spelled that pretty badly. Hurons. Expand selected area by 5. The other 3. Put it behind the bubbles. And give the bubbles more transparency. Select expand a selected area. We'll only do it by 3. too dark. I'll go with this darker blue. So Verdi. Maybe I want to have the string start fraying as it gets over to, like, the collar. Not sure about that, but I know I definitely want this behind here. And the end kind of frays out, perhaps. You know, I've never done a design like this before. Where it's like more of an artistic nameplate logo thing than anything else. Oh, maybe the tassel on the end. Ooh. I don't like this little bit here. There. I think that's actually pretty good for like just a rough start. I'm gonna turn off the swatches. There. I think that's really good for having never done this before and like not having any assets to really work with. The only asset I had was the beach thing in the background and the collar that I had to do a shit ton of work to kind of fix, and it's still not right. But Nameless's fate is all tangled up by curses. And then we've got our beautiful little Havarti, our red thread of fate and the puzzles, the scallops, which represents his purebred QB status, and of course his horns, because you can't take away my horny. And the ocean waves. Like, there's no need for me to add my Camon in here, or anything. I still want to add maybe some Sakura flowers. But at the same time, it feels like it would be too much. I think I need to reduce a bit of the tangling. And I need to put a base background down. Maybe a really big lotus flower is like the base behind the horns. That might work. But I think that's going to be all for today. We're going to save this because, yes, I'm actually really super proud of this. And just to make sure I have the right name. We are off sailing to other waters, a new adventure. A brand new land. Games and tea. My buddy, my acquaintance Karim from Conquest of Mythodia. We'll go see him. He's playing or DMing, I believe he's DMing Vampire Masquerade. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. I need to go shopping. I have to get Tesla some kibble today because he's completely out. So, and I also have to pick up my ADHD meds, which are theoretically ready. But I haven't gotten a text about that, so maybe on the way. So, I will see you guys tomorrow for another stream, as usual. Maybe we'll be refining this some more. Maybe it'll be done by tomorrow because I'm obsessed right now. Definitely need to redo the collar, make it something better. And Havarti needs some line work, and we need to put a lotus in there, I think. Because, yeah. But thank you all for coming today and sharing your time with me. And you have a great Turkey Day if you're in America. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm Canadian, so we had ours like a month ago. And I'll see you guys next time. I love you. Bye-bye.